And that's it. That is Pokemon Glazed. Yeah, I kind of cheated at the end there. But let us dissect the game now. I can't believe we've won. Apparently there is a tower somewhere where gym leaders can come and battle you or whatever. I don't know. But let us break down the game. We started, where was it? Not there, Glenwood Town. We got to the lab and then we got to choose our starter between 4 choices. Now, I think it was 4, was it 5? 4, 5? Maybe more, I don't know. We had a bunch of types to choose from, which I like. Don't get me wrong, the standard GFW grass, fire, water mixture is alright, and it's bog standard. I can't really see. It's a good system, and most type it's perfectly balanced in a way. Though getting a choice for more is better. So do with that information what you will. We then get encountered with our Scarfy boy Pikachu, who attacks our parents. Yeah, work that one out. We win, he runs off, becomes so pissed off at us that his sole purpose then is to destroy us. Again, not a good symbolism, I suppose. Go through Ocean View City. Now, Ocean View City, home of our first gym. And around here, Oceanwood Park, Oceanwood City, Oceanwood Power Plant, a lot of electric type Pokemon from the get-go. I loved it. Although it did make my team kind of basic, although looking at my team right now, gone from kind of basic to kind of cringy. Though, we'll get onto that. So, take a moment. So, went from electricity. Big Bad does something. And to be honest, it was actually that long ago, I've actually kind of forgotten the plot for Two Nods area for the Big Bad. I can remember sort of thing trying to create a TM that could learn any move so you can teach anything to anybody at any time. Which, that's not so evil. I mean, evil catching the legendary trio Dialga, Palkia and Giratina to try to capture Mew. That was evil, but I don't know at this moment in time. Then there is an opportunity to catch Mew if I go back to Fusion HQ in the mountain. But I don't know. I can't be bothered going back there right now. I finished the game, I've got what I wanted to catch, and I did it all with electric Pokemon. I didn't falter once. That's gym progression. Starts off with electric types, then goes to ground types. Then, I believe, grass type. No. ground. Yeah, it was electric, ground, water, grass, fire, rock, fighting. That was the... Why am I looking at the map? I can easily show you here. Yeah, we have the electric badge. Goes to ground, to water, to grass, to ice, to fire, to rock, to fighting. I've missed out the ice. I apologise. Each gym beats the previous gym. Now, as I've proven, electric types can go far in this game, and I have gone all the way with nothing but electric types. And I'm so proud of myself for that. Then the Elite Four had a really interesting thing. Nothing to do with types, it was mainly to do with the colours of the Pokemon. Now that is an amazing concept. Because, let's use the pink one for example. Use pink Pokemon. You've got Pokemon like Licky Licky, Blissey, and others, and I can't remember what else they had. I'm really bad at this explanation part. But they had Pokemon you wouldn't have expected, and some Pokemon which I wouldn't classify as that certain colour. However, the championship, get the battle, you do the battle, you become champion, you are automatically forfeit because breaking the fourth wall here, you cannot just stand there waiting for challenges. Right. I don't understand. So you're forfeit, and then one of your rivals, Percy, which I'm tempted to go and battle. But no. If I can't battle Chell again, because she's fucked off to the Hoenn region, and there's no Hoenn region in this game, she said so herself, I'm not going to go battle Percy. What else? Yes, so you forfeit, then you battle Chris, I believe, at the airport, as she goes travelling Rancor, not Rancor, to Nod. Then you go to Johto, but first then you've got to go to Professor Elm's lab, get a starter Pokemon, which I never used, to go and then explore Johto. And the progression for Johto is really, really weird, because you start off, you go to get the Cypher badge. All's good, it's fine. You're then expected to go get Equity badge, Olivine badge, Azalea, then Goldenrod, then Whitewood, then Evergreen, then Blackthorn, the Dragon Gym, and Claire. I'm not even talking about the Team Fusion part yet. Then all that's fine. The progression, although the game doesn't actually tell you that's the progression. After you go to Violet City and battle a gym or not, I guess it's really your choice. You have the choice where to go. It doesn't stop you going to Azalea. It doesn't stop you doing any of that and going down south from, well, let's just go all the way to Equity to go down that way, because you can't go to Azalea from Violet because it's blocked off because of an attack on the city or forest. I don't know. But after let me start this afresh. After got the Violet City gym, went down because I thought, let's do it in order. I go through Goldenrod, taken over by Team Fusion. That city has no hope when it keeps getting taken over by enemy teams. I have a feeling a gang of school kids could take over Goldenrod City, because that's how bad it is. Team Rocket managed it, Team Fusion managed it. Who else is going to manage it? As I said, gang of school kids. Anyway, so I went down, then go to Elix Forest. activating a Team Fusion event. This was after. Oh, well, before I went there, you have to go to the ruins of Alpha. And then there's a chamber in there after you solve the puzzle. You gotta go through the maze of corridors, go down a chamber where Regina, the leader of Team Fusion, who was quote unquote disbanded in Tunod, ends up getting the flame orb for Entei, but doesn't summon Entei, goes to Elix Forest, bothers Celebi until she gets the Aurora Orb, which is a way to get Suicune, and then from there Jasmine gets kidnapped by an old man, Prius, the head of the Church of Alpha, and then I went to Goldenrod, defeated the gym leader, who is now a fairy type gym leader, who's dating Whitney, who's now a member of the Elite Four. I don't get it. And then I went up, battled Jasmine, who's still in her gym. Then Whitney comes and says, Elix Forest is under attack. I did things out of order by the looks of it. And after going down there, battling with Regina again, going through cutscene with invisible people, except when you go travel back in time when she gets a second Aurora Orb. Jasmine then gets kidnapped again, then you gotta go, then I had to go to Whitney's gym, go there, then I had to walk all the way to the next city where Jasmine was being kept, just to activate the ability to go rescue Jasmine, to which then battle through the Church of Alpha, go through the basement, and then end up with a double battle with Jasmine, who, to her defense, she says, I won't get in the way. And she's right, she didn't. I just was a bit too strong for that, and I swept not only them but her as well, I believe. Right, then for progression's sake, let's just say I went down to Evergreen first before I even got the psychic badge. Don't ask me how that progression works. Had to find Silver. They don't tell you Silver's on Soundwood Island and you have to battle a gym leader. I just happened to battle Sparky, the electric gym leader from Tunod. And then from there, Silver then gets the motivation to battle you, goes to his gym. He's ditched his entire multi-purpose team and became a dark type trainer. That's alright, but Silver's also much nicer than his sister, quote unquote, Chell, who throughout the entire game hates me just because I keep beating her. Yeah, best rival ever, that. Anyway, yeah, then go to Brian, the librarian, who battles us, not knowing who we are, then basically says, oh, Dan, if you told me who you were, we wouldn't have battled, I would have just given you the badge, basically. Although I think he still would have battled me. I don't know. Then we go to across. Let's go back to the map. Not there. So from there, because that's where I had to go across here to Mahogany. So from Mahogany, Team fucking Fusion's at it again in Team Rocket's old base, where this time they kidnapped Price, who isn't a gym leader, he's an old man trapped in a wheelchair. Go through Team Rocket's base, and surprise, surprise, they've got the Thunder Orb. Right, okay. So then after that, we gotta go back here, through the Tin Tower, for Regina then to battle and then summon Ho-Oh catch Ho-Oh immediately, challenge me to a battle with a level 50 Ho-Oh when all our other Pokemon are roughly about level 60, level 70. And then gets washed out. Then she flies away. After, quote unquote, disbanding Team Fusion yet again. Then we go here, then we get summoned by Mewtwo, although we don't know it's Mewtwo at the time. Go here, go here to New Island, or is that it? Yeah, to New Island. We go there, Mewtwo's there, challenges us with a mirror match. Exact replica of our Pokemon. And the reason I noticed this, but not our same moves though, thank God, but an exact mirror match. And at the time I had caught Lantern, which I was planning to train up, but in the end just decided And then from that we captured Mewtwo after it battled us after the mirror match. Then we went here, battled Claire, then came down here, went south, went through the Johto League again. Quite an interesting concept. Actually, it wasn't even a concept, but the Victory Road was the best part. It's literally 2 people there. You want to go through? All right, present your badges. Yeah, you got badges. Right, go on through. You go through, up the stairs, out the door, and there you are. The best Elite Four ever. Victory Road ever. To which, then, we battle a poison trainer, I believe. Battle someone poison. Whitney. I believe Steel. And then Justine, who captured Suicune. I thought that's what Chris... Right, and then the champion, Chris, she's somehow gone through all of Tunod, got them back by the time I got there. Which in-game wouldn't have been that... In-game wouldn't have been that long. In outside time, it took quite a while. I mean, that was fine. Then we come to this part. We come to Rancor. We get ambushed by an old woman. And then we go to Oakland. Yeah, I believe we go to Oakland Island. To which Regina's at her tricks again. So we get ambushed by Chell again, and we beat Chell. She storms off. We go through the thing. Turns out it's an active volcano. Ish. We fail to save Moltres, where Regina catches Moltres. We don't even get the pleasure of a battle. She fucks off. We then have to go to Nitro Island. We battle the gym leader, Thor. You'd think you'd have electric Pokemon, being the god of thunder and all that in Norse mythology. No. He's a poison type trainer, and his gym is all about alchemy. Which made no sense, but I got used to it. I liked it. Then, after that gym battle, we hear Zapdos. So we go save Zapdos, we don't. We get there as Henry, Regina's son. Henry's the son of the big bad of both Tunod Michael and Regina. Regina's recurring character all the way through. He beats her, she flies off. He captures Zapdos, the prick, and then flies off to go stop his mother. Prius at some point showed up. I'll be back in a minute. Prius shows up at some point. Yeah, I forgot where I was, so I'm just going to go back to this. Prius shows up, goes after Regina. We then go to Colo Island. I'm thinking that's where we go next. Battle the gym leader. Icy place, dragon types. Not bad gym leader. Nothing happens, but we get a ticket to go to Alpha Island. We go to Alpha. We battle. We get kidnapped actually by the gyms. One of the gym protectors, gym guardian. Has a Kyogre and a Zapdos. I don't know where he got the Zapdos from. If bloody Henry took it, but it's irrelevant. We still won. Didn't even battle Kyogre. Then we battle the gym leader, which was another psychic gym leader. And the best part is, Jolteon swept through the whole gym. It was amazing. Jolteon sweep. Hence the title, Psychic versus Electric. Again. Jolteon versus Sora. Anyway, we win that. We go back down. Prius then a bit annoyed at us for no reason. Annoyed at us, then goes to tell us that we need to go back to Colo Island. Not you. Colo Island to then get Regina, because that's where she's going. As if why would he know where she is there? Why is he on Alpha Island, not there stopping her? We get there, we get to Articuno first. Regina gets there, we have to battle Regina, who's now using Moltres on her team, to then we win, but Prius sneaks past us. He uses a Dragonite that uses Horn Drill to knock out Articuno, or to weaken Articuno, which then summons Lugia from a waterfall behind Articuno. And Prius catches at Lugia. And then this is a challenge to Regina, who then fucks off. She accepts the challenge. She fucks off. Henry's there saying this is all a confusing plot. Yeah, you're telling me. Then we go to Alpha Island, have to go up the mountain. But we're actually given a choice who to battle. We can either battle Prius or Regina, or we can let Henry decide. I chose to let Henry decide because I really couldn't care less who I battled. Though, as soon as I started battling Prius, I nearly regretted it, but I still managed to win. I win. Then the Swords of Justice, Cobalion, Terrakion and Virizion show up, destroy the Pokemon. Right, they're really pissed off. Cobalion tells Terrakion and Virizion destroy the Pokeballs that contain Ho-Oh and Lugia. God knows how that works in Pokemon lore. What happens to a Pokemon inside a destroyed Pokeball? Cobalion then steals the ball from Regina that has Moltres, releases that. Henry then releases Zapdos, still a prick for catching it in the first place. Just not really relevant, I just thought I'd let you know. And then Regina admits she has strong feelings for Prius. Prius reciprocates and then they both fuck off. So there's no repercussions there. Henry then buggers off, saying next time we meet we will battle. Alright. I'm never going to go looking for you, Henry. I'm never going to waste my time. I then take a detour, capture Zapdos. All is well in the world. Anyway, so all that's sorted. I go to Rain Island, where I am now. Battle at a gym, which only challenges you got to beat the same trainer 3 times with different Pokemon, and he ends up knackered somehow. Which is I think his name is meant to be Muhammad. His name is Muhammad, but I think he's meant to be Muhammad Ali, sort of thing, but with limitations of the game and probably heavy copyright issues. Didn't use that. I then go to the Pokemon Center to heal up before battling Chidori or whatever his name is, where the professor then introduces me to another professor from the Kalos region, Professor Sycamore, who then gives me a starter from the Kalos region. Then as he's leaving, old Granny Professor, who isn't a professor, thinks she's going to get lucky and chases after him. We then battle the gym, fighting type completely. That's our fourth gym. That's our fourth gym. We then go from there to the champion. We get there, we are battled by an evolution trainer named Tia, who battled Chell on Nitro Island after the events of the Fire Island, of Oakland Island. She lost. She runs off out of words because she just can't catch a break, that kid. Then I battle Chell, who again can't. Then she breaks the fourth wall. She's going to the Hoenn League to become champion, where I can't go because it's not in the game. Okay. Then after that, we go battle Soul, we win, and there's the game. There was another plot in the beginning where we was taken to another world where Pokemon didn't exist in Toonod, but that had very little to do with anything. That I don't even think that was important, but because we just randomly just kept getting taken there. I don't think that was important at all. But so the game I would give a good solid 8 out of 10. Could have been better, could have been worse. Actually, could have been a lot worse, but not much could have been better. It was a good game. Villain story plot, I'd give it a fighting 5 out of 10. But just fighting for it, as it did kind of lose its relevance to me after Toonod, after Michael shut down Team Fusion. We get to Johto and Regina's revived it. Michael's nowhere to be seen. She's filed for divorce. Yeah, it just went off the rails faster than a train going at 1,000 miles an hour round a corner. I did like how it went up to Kalos Pokemon. Oh no, not entirely. I don't know how far Kalos's dex it filled up to. I don't know how little it did as well. I don't know how much of the Pokedex is actually complete, how much isn't. It has Mega Evolutions, and I really can't be bothered looking for the Mega Stones. Maybe I can buy them, maybe I can't, who knows. I do like how the Lighthouse Challenge battling gives you the order of the gyms, but if you're a new player and you just manage to win through that regardless, kind of spoils the order of the gyms if you don't realise that's what it is. Though for Johto, how a Psychic Gym Leader is higher ranked than the Dark Gym Leader, I don't know. But game's gotta go somewhere on it. So that's all fun. I didn't like how there's no amulet coins and there's no real way to make money unless you get to Johto and then you find the surfing races in, what's this place called? Evergreen. The surfing races, if you come in second place, grant you a nugget each time. You can get it done in less than 10 seconds. But you need to, to get second place you need between, I believe, 20 seconds and a minute, I believe. or 15 seconds. It doesn't matter, you need second place anyway. Is there many things that I was left unanswered on this game? Yeah. Could I have answered them? If I bothered looking, yeah, probably. But this isn't a bad game. I would recommend it. Just not. What's the word I'm looking for? Just not as a monotype trainer. I mean, depending on the monotype you want to be, I mean, it's got potential for you to monotype most types, but that just depends on if you want the challenge run. Far too many too many dragon type Garchomps and Garbites and Gibbles early game for me that ended up, what was it? Nearly soft locking me at one point because I couldn't get past it and I didn't really want to get Mudkip out to battle it or chain it up or anything. Yeah, that's right. I remember I battled a random Mudkip in a swamp. Weird. Anyway, so the whole game is but as I said, I give the game an 8 out of 10. It's a good game and it's worth playing. Would I play it again? Because there is Golden Glazed and Blazed Glazed, which is the same game but with more up-to-date Pokemon and whatnot. No, I wouldn't play it again. Unfortunately, I mean, it is a good game, but no. No. Hopefully, my screw up of an explanation explained the whole game and the whole world for you, but as for me, let us fly home. With our immensely overpowered team. Let's go back to our room. And our Cyndaquil timer thing that tells us what version of the game we're on. Our PC, our bed, let's go back to bed. And that has been the game. I thank you for those that have followed me on this journey and hope to see you lots next time. This is Thomas from 2Nod signing off. Bye bye.